wonderful dost. How are you doing today? So what are we talking about today, huh? Well, we are talking about what people think traveling in India is like. Now, like all of you know that I love to travel. Traveling in India is perceived in a hell lot of ways around the globe. I'm researching for this video. Man, the things that I discovered. So rather than wasting our time, let's just get into it. So the first one will definitely not come as a shocker. The first thing that comes to mind while thinking of traveling in India is that it's unsafe for women particularly. I ache for the people who have gone through something like that. If you have, my heart reaches out to you. I'm very sorry for what you went through. I hope that that never happens to anyone. It's not unsafe everywhere. If you are a woman who wants to travel and you are looking to travel in India, few things that you can do is that maybe research about the place that you're traveling to a little bit. Try and travel in the off season. Try and not travel solo. Honestly, I will not recommend that. If you want to travel solo, please do. Keep a pepper spray bottle with you just in case. People everywhere are helpful. You just need to be a little careful. And trust me on the fact that every place has some kind of its flaws. Number 2 myth that people have is that it's extremely hard to convince Indian parents to travel solo. Convincing Indian parents to let you travel solo is a bit much, so people would rather not travel. As someone who took her time and started traveling by herself only once she was 21, I'm telling you, this is not the most difficult thing to do. If you want to travel, convincing your parents should be a cakewalk. If you're someone who can take care of yourself, wants to explore the country, please do so. Talk to your parents if that's becoming a problem for you. The number 3 thing, the myth or the misconception that I've come around for, that people have for traveling in India, is that street food everywhere is bad. And that is crap. I'm sorry, but it is. I happened to travel to more than 8 places last year in 2019. And not a single one of them where I did not have street food. I am not that person who likes to eat in fancy restaurants anyway. I love street food. Street food in India has all the culture. So if you're missing out on street food just by this notion that it's going to give you a diarrhea, no, it's not. Go ahead, munch on all the street food you can, because it's delicious. But the 4th misconception that I usually hear is, what is that? Yeah, so there are pickpockets everywhere. No, there are not. You need to be careful about your stuff no matter where you're traveling. So building that misconception about one single country, for me, is a bit much. You need to be careful about your belongings no matter where you go. That's the bottom line. If you're going to someplace new that you are unaware about, please take care of your belongings, be it in your pockets or your entire luggage. Don't leave anything unattended. Don't just be way too careless about anything. Saying that there are pickpockets everywhere in India, that's not at all true. The only tip is to please be a little careful when you're traveling to any place new that you're unaware about. Last myth or misconception that we look at in this particular video is that there are no phone signals in the mountains. That happens to be true for a lot of places in the mountains because the mountains are so widespread in this country. Mountains do have signals. So if you're worried about you're not going to get a signal, a connection in the mountains, which is why you're not traveling over there, just forget it. That is not true. And in case you happen to end in a place where you do not find a phone connection but you need to make an urgent call, people are extremely helpful over there. The locals will definitely help you out. So I hope that your myth, your misconception was something that I was able to clarify in this video. If you liked the video, please hit like, Leave in the comments down below what you found useful and what other things that you think are true about traveling in India. We'll find out if they are true or not, if they're just a myth or a misconception. And lastly, if you like the work that I'm doing and support traveling and sharing the trips about travel, please hit subscribe. I really hope to see you in the next video, that is Sunday 7 p.m. I'll see you then. Till then, keep traveling and keep traveling sustainably. Bye.
मेरा बस्ता चला मैं जहाँ ले चला मुझे रास्ता बूंदों पे नहीं बूंदों के समंदर पे